I'm back. I know. I did it again. I came back and then I left for a month and a half. Do you expect anything less at this point? That's what I do. Consistency, what is that? You have your channel is doing absolutely wonderful. Disappear for a month and a half and then see all your views and analytics go immediately from being like 99%, 999% better to like in the negatives in red. It's great. So, I'm back. So basically this is going to be an update video and the new trailer video for my channel. So if you are new, videos you can expect on here is anywhere from reactions, music reviews, album reviews, top 5s, tier lists. Most of those I have not done yet, but I do plan to do them. So yeah, that sounds interesting. Hit that subscribe button, turn notifications for videos like that. So, where have I been? I started working on other projects, doing stuff for another channel called Retaliate Wrestling. I put a lot of time into that because there were some changes on how we film things. Then I restarted one of my series called Midground Wrestling, which is my product I do with Evan. We both have 50% ownership of that channel. We both have access to it. We both work on it. So, I've been doing that type stuff. And this channel just got mixed into a lot of things. And so did my AMBtheRealMe channel. I'm now putting these back into the priority position. Was still trying to do that. And then I also had school stuff coming in. A new way of I'm doing school is different now. So it's just a lot of things were changing. And I'm now back at the other setup. I came back here last week. If you remember back in like August, for those that saw my channel, that was kind of my background against that door with like 2 belts. But yeah, a lot of things were changing. Back here, when I first got here about a week ago, the internet was like non-existent. That's still not completely fixed, but it's usable now. It takes like 2 hours to upload a video. Well, it took like 2 hours to upload a 30-minute video, so, reactions might take like an hour or so. Who knows? But yeah, that's basically where I've been. Don't expect daily or really consistent uploads yet. I'm gonna try to slowly put myself back in. You are getting probably this video and 3 reactions today, and of Clouds, which hasn't dropped yet. Hobson, Your House, which I recorded, which that's a deep song. And then AJR, Way Less Sad, which I also have already recorded. So, yeah, that's basically it. The intro, as you can see, is a same template, basically, that I used before. Except instead of saying AMBtheRealMe TV, it just says AMB, and then it has my social media. That's because I'm going to be using that intro for all of my AMBtheReal channels. Because speaking of AMBtheReal channels, I have launched 3 new channels, so we're just going to go over what my channels are. The one you're watching is AMBtheRealReactor, where I do reaction content and stuff. And then we have AMBtheRealMe, which is what I consider my main channel, which it gets neglected a lot for some reason. Which is where I do just whatever content I want to do that is well produced. Keep well produced in that, because I have another channel that's just random content, which would be AMBtheReal1, where I just upload whatever I want. Basically, take the idea of a 12-year-old wanting to be a YouTuber and filming things on their phone that are just going random things, or like videos like on TikTok where it's this thing just happened. Like for instance, the video where my power went out on any normal condition, that would have made it on to AMBtheReal1 and not on this, because it's not edited, it's not produced, and most people won't care. So that's kind of what goes on AMBtheReal1. Then we have AMBtheReal Streamer, which is my Twitch VODs, which is just videos of my Twitch streams as a place to store it. Then we have AMBtheReal Era, which is a backup account, because knowing my YouTube history, that's probably a smart idea. And then we have AMBtheReal Clips, which is starting in a few days, which it has been launched, but in a few days I'm going to start doing that, where I upload a daily clip or daily 2 clips of like highlights of videos. There's a video on all the channels explaining what the channel is for. So, yeah. I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to talk about. Just new things, obviously. New thumbnail style. That was inevitable. Channel art is simple. It's yellow, my face, and then the channel art is just AMBtheRealReactor. Social media, that's what it is for all the channels except a different color and the name of the channel. Want to keep things simple. And the reason I changed my name, that was another thing I was going to talk about. There was a few names there was for this channel. It was originally, my reaction channel was AMBtheRealMe. That got shifted to another channel because I don't want that name to be used for copyrighted content. Because everything gets copyright claimed because apparently fair use does not exist. But there is AMBtheRealMe TV. Realme TV, just AMB was for a minute, but I wasn't uploading content when it was just AMB. But now it's AMBtheRealReactor because I want all the names to have some form of look-alike, where you see it and you know immediately that's me. Which is why all the channel art looks the same, why all the profile photos look the same, but still enough where you can tell them apart, but not enough to where you don't know it's me. So that's why I kept it simple with my face, a background. Hopefully that'll make sense. And I watched multiple videos basically saying about how to choose like a name because I want to make sure I was picking a good name. I wanted to keep AMBtheReal or Real in there and my initials AMB. So that I knew I was going to keep. But what a lot of people said, which is what I took into account, is put what your channel is about in your name, which is why this is AMBtheRealReactor, because I do reaction content, and why there's AMBtheRealStreamer, where it's streaming content, and clips, where there's clips of videos. And yeah, I think it's pretty self-explanatory at this point. But yeah, that's pretty much it. This video I know is all over the place. For my history of my YouTube stuff, which was my old trailer, that will be linked in the description. I will probably rename the video since it's no longer going to be the channel thing. So welcome to everyone that's new. The MASH content will be coming back soon in the next few days. I'm going to ease my way back into it. And yeah, I'm gonna be, don't be sweet, be the real you. Woo.